Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to windy Uji City here in Kyoto Prefecture. And right now you are looking at the Uji River as it flows under the Uji Bridge. Everything is Uji here. So yeah, you can see the beautiful mountains there in the distance. And this is a very peaceful and historic city here located between Nara City and Kyoto. And this bridge here is one of the oldest bridges in Japan. You can see they're doing construction on it right now. But the original bridge was built in the year 646. Of course, it's been destroyed and rebuilt many times, but this design that you see today follows very closely to the original design back in 646. So a lot of history here. And so this city has kind of become a city of culture because of its location close to Nara and Kyoto. And so here you can see a statue, and her name is Murasaki Shikibu. And she is the author of the famous Japanese literature called Tale of the Genji. So here's some information. You can see it in Japanese and English, but she lived from around the year 978 until the year 1016. Murasaki Shikibu is the author of the Tale of the Genji, written in the middle of Japan's Heian period, which will be the 9th to the 12th centuries. The tale is known as one of Japan's foremost literary masterpieces. The final 10 chapters are often called the Uji Jujo because the main stage of this magnificent literary work are all set in Uji City. So this is, there are a lot of places in the last 10 chapters that take place here along this bridge and river here in Uji. So this is Murasaki Shikibu. And if you saw my video at Ishiyama Temple in Shiga Prefecture, you could actually see the room where she sat and wrote that Tale of the Genji. And that is arguably the oldest novel ever written. It's the first novel in written history that we have records of. Again, that's arguably the oldest, but anyway, here. This is the Byodoin Omotesando. Omotesando is kind of the main street leading up to a temple, and so there are always a lot of souvenirs, restaurants, and things like that to see. So we're going to walk down the Omotesando. There's the Torii Gate. Ah, okay. And so that is for Agata Shrine, which is the last temple we visited in my cherry blossom video here in Uji. So that is the main gate leading to Agata Shrine. So here you can see this is a World Heritage Site, Byodoin. So we're going to walk down the street, and right here, this restaurant, it's a very famous restaurant, and you can eat a lot of the local food. And the famous thing is green tea, Uji green tea. And so you can see they have soba, green tea soba, different types of noodles. Everything is green tea flavored, and I think you'll see that a lot here on this street. They have green tea, everything. So this restaurant is really nice because you can go up to the 2nd or 3rd floor and have a really nice view of the river. You can see a really nice view of the Uji River and enjoy eating the local specialties. So normally this place is super crowded, especially on the weekend. The sun just came out. Really, blue sky. It's supposed to rain later this afternoon, so we got lucky. And so here, one of the big things is green tea ice cream. And I think we're going to enjoy some green tea ice cream later. So I think we're going to visit the temple, and then after the temple, we're going to eat some ice cream. So let's get something here. We're kind of thirsty. We're gonna get a drink here. What's good? Okay. Anyway, there are these vending machines everywhere on every street. And here you can see actually they have Mountain Dew. This is pretty hard to find in Japan. So actually we know where the best place, the best green tea ice cream.
Here, the smell.
Yeah.
I mean,
The smell.
smells good everywhere.
Yeah, you can definitely smell the green tea in the air. So if you stay tuned at the end of the temple visit, we're going to eat some green tea ice cream, and we'll show you where the best green tea ice cream is in Uji. So if you come here, we're not paid by them to advertise, but we know the best. So. Yeah. So you can see they sell not just the tea, but also a lot of teacups. Yeah, roasted green tea. So they have green tea soba noodles, they have green tea gyoza, dumplings, right? Green tea takoyaki or something. So yeah, if you like green tea, this is the place to come. The dango, these sweets are really popular. And again, Uji tea is the Uji method. It's not necessarily from Uji City, but it is from this area. And I made another video about Wazuka. We went to Wazuka, and actually half of Uji tea is made in Wazuka. And also Kit Kat is really popular in Japan, the sweets. And they have a green tea flavored Kit Kat. And they always use the Uji tea for their Kit Kats. So again, normally this place is super, super crowded, especially on a Saturday afternoon like this. It's a national holiday. But with the coronavirus, I think either they're staying home or they're going to Kyoto and not coming here.
Matcha beer.
You got matcha beer, green tea beer. And so one of the things I kind of show in my videos from time to time is the Starbucks. And when you go to different tourist sites in Japan, there's always a Starbucks, but they do an amazing job with the design. Of course, there's the green tea culture here. And so here it is. You can see they have a rock garden. And so here. So it's a very modern building, but still incorporates a lot of Japanese elements with the rock garden and kind of the wooden style. Is this bamboo? And there, Starbucks. So if you're interested in the different designs, I recommend that you check out the video for Ise Shrine. Just in front of Ise Shrine, the inner shrine, in the Omotesando, the approach leading up to the shrine, there's a really, really well-made Starbucks there. It's maybe one of the best I've ever seen. So if you're interested, please check that video out. Okay, so we're gonna go in here. We're gonna pay the ticket and go inside. Again, this is Byodoin, and once we get in, I'll explain a little bit more about why it's a World Heritage Site. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so here we are. We are standing in front of Byodoin. And this is the #1 most famous thing to see here in Uji City. It's a very old temple, as I said earlier. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And this place was originally built in the year 998. And it was built for Fujiwara no Michinaga. And it was originally built as a kind of like a villa. It wasn't built to be a temple. But eventually, over time, it was converted into a Buddhist temple. This is the Jodo sect, Pure Land type of Buddhism. And so I guess the most famous thing about this place is this is actually on the 10 yen coin here in Japan. So just show you. Don't know if you can see very well. But that is Byodoin on the 10 yen coin.
Yeah, 10 yen coin.
And this is a very new coin. It just came out last year, Reiwa Ninan, so the second year of the Reiwa era. And here on the 10 yen coin, you can see Byodoin here. And there it is. There's the real thing. So a lot of people come here. They like to take a picture of the coin right there next to the temple. There it is. So there you go. Yeah, it's a really beautiful place. It's got a lot of gardens. Obviously, this really nice lake here. Yeah, and so there's a statue of the Buddha inside. And you have to pay 300 yen to go in there. So it's a guided tour in Japanese only. And you have to pay an extra 300 yen to get in. But just to come in, walk around, it's 600 yen. And then there's a really nice museum. And it's got a lot of statues and things like that connected to Buddhism. And of course, right now, this is the time for cherry blossoms. So there you can see a cherry blossom tree coming into bloom. And so actually, you can see this one here is getting a lot of attention. That's a really beautiful cherry blossom tree. And that looks like the shidare type, the kind of weeping willow style. And then up there is a bell tower. So anyway, that's just kind of a look around the garden here in front of the Byodoin. Another view from a different angle. And it's really, really crazy because you can see there are just a few people here. This is a national holiday. It's a Saturday, and very few people here. I've been here, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, and every time it was just shoulder to shoulder. It was hard to get a picture without anybody else in it, and now it's just so easy. Actually, you can see this lady here getting her picture made, and there's nobody else around. So again, I don't know if it's because of coronavirus or the lack of international tourists, but this is a hotspot for international tourists. They really like to come here. So maybe if you come to Japan, if you're in the Kansai area, this is a place I definitely recommend checking out. So anyway, Uji and Byodoin. Okay, see you. Okay, so here we are at Byodoin, and these are the cherry blossoms. And this is that tree that you just saw earlier. And yeah, here you can see cherry blossoms with Byodoin there in the background. And this tree looks like it's in full bloom.
Wow.
So officially, it's about 30% here in Uji, but every tree is a different variety. And this variety kind of looks like the shidare type, which would be kind of the hanging branches, I guess. But this one looks like it's in full bloom. So very beautiful cherry blossom tree with the view of Byodoin there in the background. So yeah, very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. And of course here on the tree you can see it's got this kind of wrapping and a rope. And that's probably there for support. So anyway, really nice view here of Byodoin with the cherry blossom tree. Very special time to be in Japan, especially since these trees only last about 2 weeks. So we can get this view at only this time of the year. So anyway, okay, we're going to continue walking around and we'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so we just came out of the museum and it was really, really good. And very, very nice. The design of the museum itself, the architecture, very low lighting, and it followed kind of Japanese architectural design, but using very modern materials. And here you can see, this is actually the gift shop as you come out, but you can see the architecture is super modern and really nice. So there was actually a lot of statues and a lot of kind of paintings and things like that. And there was a lot of English information, so yeah, even if you don't read Japanese, you should be able to understand a lot from that museum. They also had a cafe, and yeah, so now we're here. There's this really nice bush or tree. Super nice. I don't know what kind of tree this is, but super nice. And then there are some other smaller shrines here, temples. And then as you can see, we're here behind Byodoin. So you can get kind of a 360-degree angle view of the temple as you go around the grounds. Yeah, one of the things I didn't mention earlier was the phoenix at the top there. So those are really famous, those two golden phoenixes there at the top, which I guess would be a sign of wealth or power or nothing. Okay. Anyway, they're really important. And so anyway, let's go down here. It looks like there's a cherry blossom tree. Get a different angle of the temple. So here it is, another cherry blossom tree. Yeah, it's probably about 40%, close to 50. But there it is, with Byodoin in the background. So anyway, and if you come here, I think a really good time to come here would be at the beginning of May, end of April, but right over there you can see that's called that kind of support system over there. It's called Fuji Dana, and it's for the Fuji flowers, and they hang down, but they're in season in around Golden Week in Japan, which would be late April, early May, and here you can see a picture of what it looks like when they're in bloom. So that would be a really good time. Actually, coincidentally, I came here about 3 years ago at that time. There were tons of people here. Of course, that was before the pandemic, but there were tons of people over there taking pictures. I didn't know what it was at the time, but now I do. So anyway, here's a view again. You cross that bridge to go in. You pay an extra 300 yen to go in to see the statue of Buddha on the inside. We're not paying that, so we just paid 600 yen or about $6 to come inside and to get the general visit here, walking around the outside and going into the museum. So anyway, this is going to be it for Byodoin. We're going to leave the temple and maybe get some green tea ice cream. We've been walking around for a while, so now it's time for a little treat. So we'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so here it is. This is the famous Uji green tea ice cream. So here, this is okoi cha, right? Which would be like, kind of like the the dark green tea ice cream flavor. And then over here, of course, green tea ice cream with some red bean paste. And then shiratama, which would be like a kind of chewy, sweet dessert snack. Of course, whipped cream with some green tea powder on top of that. So this is a, what's it called? Parfait, yeah.
Parfait.
Yeah, and just simple ice cream. So anyway, we're gonna sit outside and enjoy eating this. And so this is one of the famous things here at Uji. If you come here, you gotta try something with green tea. And I recommend the ice cream. You can't go wrong with green tea ice cream. So anyway, we're gonna enjoy this. We'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so we finished our green tea ice cream, and that was really, really good. Mine was that really dark green, like the dark green tea ice cream. Yeah, and it was really, really good. Highly recommend it. But here's the thing. This place here is considered to have the best green tea ice cream in Uji. So try to make a note of where we are right here. We're about halfway in the middle of the Omotesando here. And it's this place here. Nakamura Fuji Kichi Honten. Okay. So anyway, unfortunately, you can see here they have takeout until 4 o'clock, and we came here at 4:10. We missed it by 10 minutes, but you can go right there in the back, right there, and they have green tea ice cream, soft serve, and it's super, super good. And you can sit right there. And then actually you can go through that little gate right there, and you can sit down on the other side and enjoy nice views of the Uji River. So this is the place that we recommend. Unfortunately, we missed it by just a few minutes and had to resort to a plan B. But anyway, you definitely have to try something with green tea when you come to, you definitely have to eat something connected to green tea, this Uji green tea here. So anyway, we're gonna keep moving, and we'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, so this is going to be the end of our video, and we just want to end with one final view of the Uji River here, and with the mountains in the background. And some of the cherry blossoms again are coming into bloom. It's about 30% in bloom right now. And then over here on the right hand side is the approach up to Byodoin and the Omotesando, the large torii there, and the statue there of Murasaki Shikibu, the author of Tale of the Genji. So anyway, this is just a little view of Uji here in Kyoto. Some of the other places that we did not visit today that are also worth visiting would be Manpukuji, which is a Buddhist temple, Ujigami Shrine, which is over there on just up the mountain a little bit, and it is some people believe might be the oldest shrine in Japan. Again, that's debatable, but yeah. And then there's Mimuro Toji Temple and Koshoji Temple, and Koshoji Temple is also further down there, just up the mountain over there. So several temples to visit, and also there's the Tale of the Genji museum. So if you're interested in the first novel ever written, there's an interesting museum. Actually, we were planning on going there, but we ran out of time today, so maybe next time. And let's see what else. And then of course here, this is the Uji River, and straight ahead you can see they've got two different bridges connecting both sides with that island in the middle. And this is the Uji River. It flows down to Yawata, and I made a video about Kyoto's rivers, bridges, and green tea. And so also you can see some more of Uji green tea and a special type of bridge there in Yawata. And right there, the Uji River, the Katsura River, and the Kizu River come together to form the Yodo River right there in Yawata. So anyway, this is where we're going to end our video today, here on Uji Bridge, which again is one of the oldest bridges in Japan. And yeah, this is what the bridge looks like, still keeping in the traditional form of the original bridge going back to the year 600s. So anyway, Michael, do you have any final message for everybody?
Yeah, Uji, this is a very peaceful place, and yeah, actually my high school was here in Uji, and since then I love this town, and because of the peaceful and nature. But yeah, I didn't go so much places like temples here, so it's really good. It was very good to come here with Drew, discover Japan with Drew. Thank you so much. We had a very good green tea ice cream too.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, we hope you enjoyed it. Just a little view of Uji. It's a very peaceful town. It's not too big. It's very manageable. So, and it's very accessible too. If you're in Kyoto, it's you can come here on the JR line or the Keihan line. And if you're on the Keihan line, go towards Osaka, get off at Chushojima, and then get on the Uji line. It's about 15 minutes on the Uji line, and it's the last stop, so you can't miss it. Super accessible, very easy, and it's perfect for a day trip. You can come here in the morning and easily see the full city in a full day. And if you really want to just hit the highlights, you could even do it in a half a day. So it's a very manageable city. Highly recommended. So come check it out and enjoy some of the delicious green tea ice cream. So again, if you like this video, please click like, subscribe to the channel. I'll be making many more videos just like this. And leave some comments below if you have anything to say.
Yeah. もし宇治に来たことがなければぜひおすすめのところです。ぜひいらしてください。で、美味しい抹茶ソフトも食べてください。で、もしこのビデオが気に入ったらなんだっけ、いいねか、いいねとなんだっけ、subscribe in Japanese 登録か、チャンネル登録もよろしくお願いします。日本語でもコメントお待ちしております。はい。
日本人の皆様本当にありがとうございます。やっぱり外国人がすごく興味があって、でやっぱり英語で説明します。でも日本人も多分全国関西以外人多分興味があってぜひ僕のビデオを見てください。いつもサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。
はい。
Okay, thank you so much for watching these videos, and I hope to see you again sometime soon. Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye.